The Celtics are dumb front-running pussies. This is the same team they have been for 4 years running.
Well, my worst nightmare came true. Missoula and Mayo are friends. What the fuck? Apparently, they've known each other since Virginia. They have these docking sessions where they talk about ball and managing people.
I'm on vacation. I'm going to quay all these. I'm going to fucking watch them this week.
Do you say quay?
Is it not quay?
It's Q. It's Q. It's Q-U-E. You idiot.
Hey, good evening there, boys. Welcome to Simline Sports Show. Friday Rewind here live Tuesday, June 2nd. Got a good show here for you. It's a little something different. We're going to kick it off with a conversation with Chris Ryan of Chris Ryan Fitness. You may know him from the NBC show Strong, Men's Health, GQ, Men's Fitness, was considered a top 10 trainer in the United States. I'm excited to talk to him about all things exercise and sports. We've got Patriots, big Patriots news, of course. A.J. Brown is officially a Patriot. And if it's not heaven, it's damn close, in his words. 10 questions from a guy named Rob. This or that, of course, Simplest Minds of the Week. If you're here with us live, stick around just for a couple of seconds here. We'll bring Chris on. Welcome to the show.
I got something troubling on my mind. I got something troubling on my mind. I got something.
Oh, that was a great intro. I loved it. I was like, oh my goodness. I gotta find you. Whoever does your video editing, I want them. I want to hire them. They're amazing.
You're looking at him.
You're looking at him. It would be right. Our social media producer right there.
There we go. Dr. Big Mac, bringing it on in. I love it. Thank you. Thanks guys for having me on.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Chris, welcome, man. Glad you liked the intro. We had a staunch debate over whether we should use the AI there or not because it looks.
Oh hell yeah! It makes it even better. I mean, it's like I felt like I was like ready to watch it like a cool TV show.
Yeah,
You know,
We have
it was
some of the
like-
best AI art on the internet. On this channel.
I mean,
There's-
I don't even think it's considered AI. I mean, that was just spectacular.
When it's
That's
that bad,
Chris.
it shouldn't be. Again, we're welcoming Chris Ryan. Chris Ryan Fitness here. Gave the intro before, but from NBC's Strong, Men's Health, GQ, top 10 trainer. You've got your Chris Ryan Fitness app platform that you've got going on now that we can certainly talk about. We've got a lot of things we want to get into, but I think it'd be fun. We were just having a conversation about college sports and where they were in NIL, and you had some good opinions on that. It's as good a place as any to start.
Oh my goodness, for sure. I mean, what college kid wouldn't want to be making professional level money and be in college? I just think it's really funny how we have this inverse relationship now of like college athletes turning down the professional organizations to say, I'm good. I'm just going to stay in college. I'm like making $5 million a year, staying in college. Like you have like guys that are trying to, get those COVID years. And I think we're actually done with those COVID years. I think this last year might be like the last one.
Yeah.
There might be a couple straight, like injuries plus COVID plus red shirt thrown on top of it.
Yeah. You've got some 32-year-olds hanging on.
Mom's secret red sauce on top to make it all work out. I don't know, but it's sometimes I don't know what to make of. I love college sports, by the way. I was a Division I athlete myself. I was at University of Florida as a track and field athlete, but I swear I think I went there because the Gators won the national championship a couple years before in football. It was like kind of funny. Great track team, by the way. Absolutely amazing. One of the best track teams around and everything else. And like definitely some crossover of the football players on the track team and that sort of thing as well. But
was Percy Harvin there? Was Percy Harvin there?
He had graduated there, but John Capel, I don't know if you remember that name or not. He was actually an Olympic medalist as well. And he was just a person that was just freaking fast as could be. Damon Carroll was there, but Percy Harvin was like the years with Danny Warfel. So if I recall.
I think even the NIL money, like you might have missed out on some of that too. I think even some of those guys, those track and field guys, are dipping.
Everyone's getting NIL now.
You get a couple $100 here and there.
Jason Williams' daughter got NIL Miller to play for softball for Texas Tech right now.
Yeah, I saw that, and like
Yeah.
she's really good. I mean, anyone competing at any Division I sport is freaking amazing, right? Like or even a college sport. I don't care your D3, like whatever. Like you're a phenomenal at like. Hats off to you guys.
Yeah.
But like it's just nowadays it's mind-boggling that like you can make money, get a college degree, all of it like you're making money. I remember I had roommates that would get their Pell Grants and be like, they would get their whatever it was, like $1,500, and they felt like the richest kid in the world. And I felt like, wow, man, they just would go out and buy like, whatever they could with like their Pell. And then like nowadays it's like that's like a day's pay or whatever,
Yeah.
I quit my JV college D3 basketball team, not to brag, but I was in that pool for a minute and I had my shot. And I just missed it too. No big deal.
Just missed it. Just missed it. But I do think like, the college sports, I try to be a fan, right? But I don't know. It's kind of like you don't hate the teams as much as you used to hate, I guess, is because like the players are constantly changing. Like I grew up in Michigan. Like we should hate Ohio State. And I'm kind of like, Ohio State's not as bad anymore. I don't know why. Like, it's like, I don't know. It's just kind of.
Bobby's a fake Michigan fan.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I think it's similar to like free agency, what it did to pro sports, but just on steroids at this point, because it seems like all the power is in the students' hands. They can, and you listen to these coaches, certainly the basketball coaches like Calipari and these guys that have quit because of it, and they just said like, or Nick Saban literally quit. He's like, I don't even know how to manage this, so I'm out.
Totally. And then you have others though that run with it, like Signetti, like he just literally, it's kind of like. Play with the hand you're dealt with in life, I guess is the best way of putting it, right? And you see that, and you're just like, okay, these are the new rules that you have to abide by, right? And this is a whole new era. And I like, look, I think Saban was just phenomenal. I like Saban just from a business mindset and what he did with like his when he was even at Michigan State, he was phenomenal. He took a lowly Michigan State program and made him a huge success at the time. And people kind of forget like how good he was. And people remember his like stint with the Dolphins. And like that didn't fare out because the NFL game is a whole different type of animal for a coach like Saban, in my opinion. But when he got to Bama, I just think that was like, in LSU before that, like that was just like the best thing. Like that was good for him, especially like you see rabid fan base just will pump everything behind that program possible. And Alabama, I always felt it was kind of like that, like sleeping giant, if you will. Like I know past generations like Bear Bryant and all that, like it was like people always thought of them as like, oh, he's like one of the best. But he didn't have a lot of black players. Like he had to like the SEC football back then was a lot of his victories were before during segregation. So like, I don't necessarily think you can even compare like a Bear Bryant to a Nick Saban, what he did in like the true era of college sports with
and the money was
everyone that should play.
And the money was a different animal too, and the SEC benefited from it. I think that's even another conversation we can have. Or you could be like our guy Belichick and just go to North Carolina with all the confidence in the world and completely fail.
He's become irrelevant. He is irrelevant now.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. It's like I don't know. I don't know what to make of that one. Honestly, I don't know. I was like, oh, maybe I remember Spurrier went to South Carolina, and everyone was like, you know what? That's probably a good place. The guy loves to golf. I saw him come in. So the strength and conditioning facility was beneath the swamp in Gainesville. I don't know if it's still there, but back in the late 90s, early 2000s, that's where it was at. And so they had this beautiful, like subterranean, cool ass gym set up for all the athletes, regardless of sport. So, but Spurrier would have to come in after I think he parked his car like underneath or whatever. And then he would walk through to go to his office elevator or something. And you saw him come in. And that was kind of like when I was there in like 98, 99 timeframe at the end of his career at Florida, he would come in kind of like scowling face on Monday morning after, because he wasn't, it wasn't the exact Steve Spurrier that was like in like the mid 90s. That was like,
a god over in Florida.
Just like so fun.
Was, let's mail this in for 20 mil and
have my girlfriend do everything for me.
Girlfriend doesn't
exactly.
Chance at the Hall of Fame. Whoops, she did. Hey, listen. I like I said, my wife is kind of into fitness, and I told her we were having this, and she said to get some tips. So I want to flip gears a little bit.
Let's do it.
Get into your world. Don't laugh at me, Vine. I'm in son of a bitch. Go ahead, Raymond.
What's the biggest myth in working out right now in the whole, like dieting, like pump it like 10 reps of 4, 4 sets of 10, whatever. Like, what's the biggest myth in the workout world?
I think the biggest myth is that like the intensity that people show on social media. Like I love like the David Goggins of the world, but he's like a one of one, as far as like all this, the amount of mileage and what a guy like that can handle. Or you look at like a professional Olympic level athlete and that's who we see, right? That's who we read about. That's who we see. But for the vast majority of individuals, we're not those people, right? Like we're just not, and all the power to all those people. I admire every single one of them. I'm a big David Goggins fan myself and everything else, but like the vast majority of people can't do what he does. And when you hold yourself to that caliber and you think you have to train as hard as somebody like that, or as hard as an Olympic level athlete or a Division I level athlete at 45 years old, and you have like 3 kids and like a bad knee and like you got a little bit of a belly, you want to get, off. Well, guess what? To me, the best thing that you can do is just be consistent. I think that there's this whole thing about like intensity of training too much too soon. And it's more about just like those base hits or those doubles that you hit in life, that whether it's like personal finance or like putting equity into your relationship with your spouse or your wife and that sort of thing. And like, just or your friendships with the guys like you guys have obviously with each other and everything that you guys do with the podcast, you got to like build towards it, but nothing happens like with like a home run every single day. It's about just like those small little base hits of like, hey, you know what? We're going to, build a podcast together, guys. Let's do it. And like, I'm sure when you guys first had the discussions 5 or 6 years ago, when you guys started this one, you guys were like, oh, I don't really know what's going to happen, but maybe it will, maybe it won't, but here you are, 500 plus episodes later, like hats off to you guys. That's absolutely amazing. That is showing consistency, right? For those of us that are married, my wife and I have been
Another
married,
word, stubborn, very stubborn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm a Taurus too. I'm a Taurus.
Yeah,
I'm a April 22nd baby.
Yes.
So I think
April
stubbornness
20th,
can
brother.
work for you in life for sure. So hats off to stubbornness and use the qualities that you have, not what you don't have.
Absolutely.
Right. But I do think that there's a lot to that, with being consistent and not so much as intensity. I think there's a right time to like, raise the bar, but even any sort of like good strength training program, you could go to like West Side Barbell and like, and learn from the best of like Louis Simmons and like the people that like I would look up to when I was coming up the ranks and understand like, oh, progressive overload. Oh, so if I just want to deadlift 450 pounds, well, okay, I'll end with that goal in mind. And where I'm at right now, I can deadlift 200 pounds, but if I add 5 pounds a week and I hit this lift, okay, so in 2 years or 3 years, whatever that math is, I should be able to lift 400. I can't do it in 2 months. That's a great way to hurt myself. Yeah. And I think sometimes coming from, us 4 dudes sitting here right now, we have this fragile thing called a male ego, right? Which is like, you're like, oh, I used to bench with 3 wheels of cheese on the side, right? In college or whatever. I can still do that. And you're like, and you're like, oh shit,
there goes my back.
My AC joint. What the hell happened? And you got to think about like where you're at in life of like, what are your overall goals? I mean, like, look, I'm 46. I'm not like trying to be like I was when I was 22 or 26. I think like for now, I want to be a great father, a great husband. I want to like have a, health and longevity. I want to be an athlete for as long as possible. I want to be a guy that can like throw the ball in the backyard with my kids and not like worry about like, oh, my shoulder, how many times does that happen? Or like be at the beach with a Frisbee. And also I want to be like a grandfather eventually, in 30 years time or whatever, and chase the grandkids around and like grandpa can do a pull-up and they're going to be like, holy shit, grandpa's strong as hell. And like, if all my grandkids remember is that grandpa was strong as hell and he was fun, that's good for me. And, and I can kick the bucket, a happy guy, in 50 years or whatever. But like right now, for me, but that starts now. That doesn't start at like when you're 75. You can train at any age, but like your compounding effects will only be better the earlier that you start and the longer you've been doing something. So,
to be honest though, I just want to see my dick. That's the only thing. Like, I want to be able to look down and be able to see my dick.
This.
Somebody has to want to, Raymond. Somebody has to want to.
One of the biggest precursors of heart disease is not waking up with a morning erection for us guys.
Ooh, Rich's mom can attest. I still have one.
Yeah. So not only should you be able to see it, but it should be, pitching a tent, cocked and ready to rock,
Goddamn right I do every morning.
All jokes aside, and do you know how they discovered Viagra, right?
No.
It was a heart medication.
Oh.
And so they saw a bunch of guys that they were trying to test out for heart disease medication, and they noticed some hospital gurneys looked a little bit more excited than normal in the gowns. And so they were like, what the hell's going on?
Interesting.
So
That's a
yeah,
good
yeah.
fact to
So but like all jokes aside, it's literally blood flow, right? Like,
Yeah,
right.
Like the like all like, you know, 8th grade humor aside, it's literally blood flow. And I come from a family. My dad, he's passed on now last year. He was 80 when he passed away, but he lived a good life. But at 55, he was a healthy, fit individual. He was never overweight, but we have heart disease in our family. At 55, he had a quadruple bypass.
Damn.
And his twin brother died at 54. So I have this like weird, like, even for me, like, guys are listening to this podcast, like, just because someone looks fit and healthy, like I look fit and healthy, and I generally am, but I have a really high cholesterol for my LDL, which sucks, and it's genetic. And there's these like 2 little components of that part with the A, B component that unfortunately are high for me. And I can't really do much about it other than like, you know, a little bit more on the nutrition front of like no red meat, like, which sucks. Cause like, who doesn't like a burger and a steak? But like, you know, like certain things like or limiting it, right? No bacon or like eggs, you probably have to limit a little bit more. But my wife, she's Greek American, and we literally eat the same thing. And she cooks like Mediterranean for most of our meals, and which is arguably some of the healthiest food you can eat. And she's like a perfect A+, and like her like blood workup, you know, like the HDL cholesterol, the LDL. And I'm like the F- like over there. And it's like just pure.
You got to make the sacrifices. And let me bring this in now, because I have a pretty good idea of where this is going to go. We've got some quick hitters for you. So I want to talk about your app and your program that you have. So based on everything you said, safe to say this is not something that's designed for the freaks out there, for the goggins that are looking to go nuts. And, you know, you see it right off your first advertising. It's for, you say executives, but mainly for, people that don't have necessarily the time to do, the 9 hours a day and the intense training. So tell us just a little bit about that and the app, because we got some other fun questions for you. And I'll just add this, and you can get to it at some point. Is there anything in that app that tells you how many beers are allowed per day?
Yeah, I would say this, that I ventured into some I love beer, by the way. I love a good Pilsner. I'm not an IPA guy. I just love like a good Pilsner. But I feel like, alcohol, it just disrupts your sleep a lot. If anything, like just sleep, like as I've gotten older, I have 3 kids. Sleep is so important. Like I wake up early, I go to bed late because I have clients all the time, and I'm always like working on my app and podcasts like with you guys and everything else. And so it's fun, but it ends up making for like long days, generally physically long days. So sleep is always something I try to guard as safely as possible, because it's such a great way to stay healthy. But it's also, if you don't get enough of it, it's a bad way to, cause a lot of havoc in your body and your immune system and everything else. But I've generally jumped into some like non-alcoholic beers lately. Athletic Brewing's got some good ones that actually taste good. Some of them taste like piss. I'll tell you what, I try, they're all coming out with them. Like apparently like the younger generation doesn't like to drink.
The Sierra Nevadas, the Sierra Nevadas are the best ones.
Oh, really? Oh, for non-alcoholic?
Yeah.
See, I never liked this. I had friends that like the regular Sierra Nevadas, but I'm not like, I never really liked them. I've always I'm kind of more of like the Czech, like German Pilsner style beer.
Okay. Yeah, they got those too. There's a good variety.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're good.
Okay, cool. All right, there we go. I'll check them out. But yeah, so with the app, I wanted to design it in a way that was all encompassing as much as possible. Generally speaking, towards people that are about 35 to 55 is like kind of like my target market. Basically busy parents, busy professionals that want to make excuses and don't put themselves first enough in life. And I do think there's a time and a place to be selfish in life. And I do think that starts with your health and fitness. It's kind of like the video that you see in any airline flight that you've ever taken. It's like, put your mask on first and assist those around you. Same thing when it comes to your health and fitness. Like if you're not healthy and fit, you can't be your best for yourself to provide for your family. You can't be the best for yourself for your spouse. You can't be the best for yourself for your kiddos. And so those types of things are like mean the most to me as a man at this age and what I want to do with my life. And I know they speak to a lot of guys out there too, but a lot of times guys are like, oh, I work so hard for my family and I do this and that. And I'm like, you do, don't you? But like, just think that maybe if you were a little bit more efficient with like your overall health, you could get a little bit more out of your overall day and you're less irritable, right? Even if it's like a 10 or 15 minute workout. 15 minutes earlier. And so I designed workouts between like 15 minutes up to 45 minutes that are just purely body weight, dumbbell based, and or like a resistance band, working on mobility, health, like longevity drills, all that stuff. And I do the workout with you. It's like I have 5 to 6 live workouts that I shoot at different times during the week. That it's like literally just like your podcast, like you tune in and it's shot right here. My studio is right behind me right here, and it's got all the fancy equipment and lights and all that stuff and cameras. And then there's and all those workouts go into the on-demand catalog. So there's like 800 plus workouts in on-demand from beginner, intermediate to advanced of all sorts of different strength work. So let's say you just want to like pump up the guns and do an arm workout. There's like strength arm workouts for you, or strength arms and abs workouts, or cardio boot camp, body weight only workouts for you at all different levels. So it really becomes like a Netflix style catalog, super easy to understand and like do what you do and hopefully curb excuses, right? So you don't have to think. You just literally plug and play, like scan it right to your TV through the Apple app or the Android app, and it's like cast right to your TV. I've literally invested tens of thousands of dollars and hundreds of thousands of dollars into this business for people to be like, shut the fuck up, just do this damn workout and let's rock. And you
need to go, right? Because I know we want to do some quick hitters with you because we don't want to take you too long. But I am interested in this question. I've asked a couple of people about it because the healthcare industry, let's just call it the healthcare industry or the biohacking industry. It's $1 trillion+.
Oh yeah.
Do you have any opinions, or have you studied this at all of like why it has become so explosive and why you need to spend tens of thousands of dollars to curb yourself into the market and stay like on track? Like you need to be just as big as an expert on social media and how to program this as an actual fitness expert. Like, do you have any opinions on why that has exploded so much? Mine is because there's too much time on people's hands and they're too fat. But what do you have?
Yeah, I think there's so much money behind it. It's the same way with like the pharmaceutical industry, right? Like we already kind of touched on that a little bit. Like if there's money to be made, there's money to be made. And I say this like in a way that I hope I don't offend anybody, but at the same time, like humans are always going to find the path of least resistance, right? Like just by human nature, like we're geared towards, we want shelter, we want to stay hydrated, we want food, right? Well, we kind of took care of, like obviously some shelters a little bit nicer than others, right? But in general, we don't really have mass famine anymore. There's for most people in the world, they have a roof over their head. Not everyone, right? But like for most people, like most of human needs are met for the vast 99% of us out there, right? Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that do need certain things in their life and aren't getting it, and that's a whole other story. But for the vast majority of people, and if you look at like 3 generations ago of like footage from like the 1920s, World War II generation, even up to the 1950s, give or take, you see like those like old newsreel footage of like people walking around New York City or whatever, Boston, and you're like, what do you notice? Like, right? Like there's not one overweight person. Like literally, there's not one, right? And if you do that, like, nowadays, not so much in New York or Boston, but like the more you go inland into America, like I grew up in Michigan, you go to the Midwest, you go to the South. We were just talking SEC football. Like there's a lot of like, unfortunately, like very overweight people. Yeah. The coast, like when you're in New York City or Boston, you tend to like, it's a very different marketplace. It's not like a cast of like the wide swath of true America or true Western civilization. If you even parts of Europe, right? Like you're always thinking, Europeans are so healthy. You go over to UK and Scotland and places over there, and it's not the same. You go to Australia, like even Australia is fit and athletic as the Australians are. Like there's a lot of I do podcasts down in the different English speaking markets as well, and they always talk about it too. And they're like, "Oh no, we're not that fit." And they like showed me these studies. I was like, "Holy shit!" I always figure like Aussies look like Elle McPherson and like surfing and like pro beach volleyball players and like like Russell Crowe, like styles.
Russell Crowe,
and then
Russell Crowe's no gladiator anymore either.
Yeah, he's a beast now.
He's.
And I think that. Sorry, Ray, I'll give you. Ray's gonna go. I think that there's such bigger conversation that revolves around too, and and the big food industry and
100%.
society and all of that. So I think it's a bigger question. It's interesting to me, but anyway,
I think at the end of the day, you got to think of like simple. Like that's why I designed my app. Simple, consistent workouts. Like if you were to eat like a chicken, like some sort of chicken, like I don't even care if it's a chicken, like dark meat or white meat or like chicken breast or whatever. If you were to eat that with like some broccoli and rice and maybe an apple, dude, that's like a perfect meal. Like you're not like if you did that like every day, it might be boring, but if you did that every day in portion control, right? Like not like eating a gargantuan like plate like that, but like if you eat like a fist-sized portion of like a protein, you know, a fist-sized portion of a vegetable, or I don't care what vegetable, like you're gonna be freaking healthy as hell. Like you'll be as healthy as you possibly can be. Now the other flip side of that is, are you eating white rice, right? Instead of like maybe farro, right? Like farro is a better choice for a whole other host of reasons, right? From the refinement of the process. This is going down like too much of a rabbit hole for the podcast, but like people need to make those like simple, healthy choices. Like simple food, less ingredients is so much better than a bunch of complex things that you like read it and you're like, oh my God, I feel like I need to have like a biochemistry degree to like even understand what the hell I'm drinking or eating right now. Yeah. And one more thing too, is like we had already kind of talked about, but the liquid diet is such a hidden way to lose like 10 or 20 pounds. I've talked about this so much, written so many different articles and been like fitness expert in different like publications for this, is that like, if you ever want to lose 10 or 20 pounds, just like evaluate your liquid diet. And people are like, oh, I don't drink that. And I'm like, and then you like actually like have them go through like a liquid diet cleanse of either like black coffee or water, and that's it. Or maybe green tea, black coffee and water, not together, obviously separate, but not green tea, like Arizona green tea. I'm talking like, you know, tea bag, like with water, green tea, you know, like grandma used to drink. Right. And then like black coffee, no bullshit in it. You know, I know like you guys are in Boston, everyone is dunking all the creamers and all that sugary shit. Like, no, none of that. Like black coffee, old school, grandpa style. Right. And then water. And if you just drink those and nothing, and I'm talking alcohol too, right? Like you'll lose, like you're like, your glow will come down in your face a little bit. Like your skin will look look like you have fucking Botox. And people will be like, really? And I'm like, yeah, watch, your skin looks better. Like you like, it's 100%, like 100%, like you'll probably lose, the average person probably lose like 10, 20 pounds in like a matter of like a couple of weeks. Cause 3,600 calories is about 1 pound of fat. So let's say you have, give or take, an IPA could be like 200 to 300 calories. Let's call it 300 for simple math, right? That's 12 IPAs right there. So that's a pound of fat. Like if you drink 12 IPAs over the course of the weekend, you literally gained a pound of fat over the course of the weekend. Not to mention that you probably made some bad food choices. You had potato skins and like wings and shit. Wings. And the nachos. And right. And I'm not saying that you don't have to have fun. Like have one. Or go to Sierra Nevada that Rich was talking about.
Today's Tuesday. Catch me Thursday at like 5 o'clock. You're talking 16 hours without a drink. I'm looking.
I'm like the no fun police. They're gonna be like, fuck that guy. I'd never have him on the show again. You know? No, but seriously, I'm trying to like.
It's not.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
I love a great sports bar. I think it's also the casualness of like, it's Tuesday, so I'm gonna have like 3 beers and like watch a game or whatever. I'm like, dude, like, if you don't need to drink 3 beers to watch the game. Like, have one. And then like drink some water afterward, or like I'm doing, have a LaCroix, like just a bubbly fizzy water with like nothing in it other than like fizzes. And I tell you, like just having like a cold can of something that has like nothing in it other than like water, it's like, it's kind of refreshing, and it takes away that like it feeds that need to have some like bubbles or something in my throat, you know, and like
makes sense.
You're just grabbing a cold one, but it's like healthy cold one, I guess.
But speaking of trends, what's your thoughts on GLP-1?
Oh, good question.
All right. So I actually wrote a great I was a fitness expert on an article for the LA Times last year on GLP-1s. Here's my take on GLP-1s. I'm not a doctor, so first and foremost, but I've trained people that are on GLP-1s, and I've seen both successes and not success with them. And I think the biggest success that people have with GLP-1s is when they actually go according to plan with a GLP-1 program. The GLP-1 basically, you know, is an appetite suppressant. But if you overeat, right, because a lot of it's mental too. People want to have comfort food because they've had a tough day at the office, or they're in a bad relationship, or someone passed away, or they had a fight with a friend, or whatever it is. They find comfort in food, right? When they need to find comfort, unfortunately, in another type of food that's healthy and or something else, like not baked goods or savory, like I don't know, like chicken wings and nachos at the bar and a bunch of beers or whatever, right? But like GLP-1s, if you take them and you don't do strength training, it's a really bad problem because you end up losing the fat. This is actually why
you look like a flying squirrel. You look like a flying squirrel because you have those fucking
going on, right? You got all this stuff going on. And here's the kicker. So you guys mentioned I was on NBC Strong, you know, and that was like 2015, 2016. It was from the same producers of American Ninja Warrior and The Biggest Loser, and also Rocky, Mr. Sylvester Stallone. So that was really cool to be handpicked by that crew to be on the show. They came up with a concept, which the 10 trainers that they picked, amazing trainers, all different sorts of variety of trainers and everything else. And just fantastic. The show was a great success. It was the 8 p.m. time slot. The old like Friends NBC time slot and Cosby Show and all those prime time slots, right? So it was a great honor to be on a TV show like that, right?
Can't bring up Cosby.
Yeah, I know, right? I can't say that, but
you were good with the Friends and everything else, and you say Cosby. It's like,
I'm sorry, but yeah, bad example, right? Bad example on that one. But anyways, but you know what I mean. The show itself was like a big time slot. But it was kind of like ahead of itself, because I feel like if it was out now with the GLP-1 craze, I think it would be like actually even more appropriate. But back then, the reason why they brought it out, the producers did, is because there's this whole expose in like the New York Times and all these different publications about like the Biggest Loser people all gaining back their weight, and like the shock and awe of losing weight too quickly leads to like, the flying squirrel syndrome. And all of us trainers are like, yeah, no shit. Like, why would we ever like recommend that? Because Hollywood wants you to like be shock and awe because it's Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
Like they truly do. Like they want, like if we were to say, okay, everyone, we're going to follow this training program and you're going to eat like, moderate amount of like protein and like this, and like eat an apple and then you're going to lose a couple pounds every week. And over the course of about a year, you'll have lost like whatever, 100 pounds, but there's still going to be 400 pounds. Right. And you're like, and then the next year you'll be down to like 250, and they're still going to be overweight. Right. But then the next year, and then you're going to keep it off for the rest of your life. But Hollywood, what they want to do is have you lose a shitload of weight in like a matter of like months.
Make that magazine
and then
cover,
guess what happens? 99.9% of the people gained it back. So then they flipped the script. They were like, oh, what do we do now? And then so there was the same time Strong came out. And that's how Strong came out, is because of that, because they knew the science didn't back up what they were doing on those shows.
Yeah.
And it sucks because like any reputable trainer knows this stuff. They're like, yeah, duh. We know that all like every single one of these. Now, does it make for like one or two really good scenarios of like, oh wow, man, that was really like remarkable? And I hope that like, and I don't mean to be mean about it. I'm like, I hope that people like, some people out there watching in America or wherever it was shown, it was like, you know what, that person can do it. I hope I can do it too, right? And maybe they got on a treadmill, maybe they cleaned up their diet and they figured out a way to do it themselves. But for the actual contestants, it wasn't like the right way to do things. And if you could strength train along the way and have moderate weight loss so that your metabolism could catch up with the fat loss. And that's what happens with GLP-1s. So a way to circle back in that GLP-1 conversation is like, most doctors that are reputable that are doing the GLP-1s are going to tell you that they're going to need to have some sort of strength training program to accomplish your overall fitness goals. And I've worked with some doctors along that way as well. I came up with a GLP-1 training program on my app as well. Very proud of to like accomplish those goals, or to assist in that process. Right?
It should be a tool, not a catch-all.
Totally. And I think that's what it is. I think the best people, the scenarios and the cases that I've seen have worked out extremely well are the people that like have strength trained along the way. Not trying to be Arnold Schwarzenegger, by the way. Like normal, like just 30 minutes of like strength training 3 or 4 days a week. Not like redoing anything, but I actually like that scenario because it almost is like, you know what? You got to earn the right to be like, we want to be so easy with everything and pop a pill, take a shot or whatever, just like chill. Like there's one thing, like you see all these like billionaire executives doing right now, right? They're all about longevity, but like you see like Jeff Bezos, right? So one of the guy that trains him was on our show as well. And he was a really great trainer as well. But you see how he's like jacked now, right? Like he's like Jack Jeff, right? You know? Yeah. And he's a fit individual compared to like when you saw him at the turn of like the 2000s, he was this kind of like scrawny, like I sell books or whatever, you know? Yeah. And I was like, I'm Jeff Bezos. I'll do whatever the fuck I want, you know? And he's got like big guns and whatever. Popping out.
Fuck you.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I'll take over the world and I'll sell everything, you know? But anyways, like you see these executives and they see it that like to have a fit body, good posture at like in your 40s, 50s, 60s, you got to earn that. You can't just pop a pill. You got to like put in the time. And it's not necessarily about being this like Greek god. It's about like, oh, that guy like commands a presence. He owns the room. I know he's fit. And when you're fit, you're disciplined. There's no other way around it. You know,
to
like
be honest
fitness is discipline.
This
you just spoke about me. That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly. I see it. I see
There's
it.
multiple
Thank you.
sides of the
No, I
spectrum here.
appreciate it. I appreciate
There's
it.
a lot of motivation going on in my brain right now. I'm like, yeah, this makes sense. Like this is great. And then there's the other side of me going, I kind of like long for the Sinatra age where they knew they were going at 55.
And like, look, and that's the thing. Sinatra, like, what, he lived to be like 82, right?
I know.
You
You know, some
hear
people
about like, I mean, you hear these sad scenarios of like, I read the stat. I forget. It was the former YouTube CEO. She passed away a couple years ago from lung cancer, and she didn't have, or she had never smoked. Right? She was like, I think she was like a triathlete, super healthy. Poor thing got lung cancer. Like if you're gonna take me with anything but lung cancer. Everyone's just like, oh, you must have smoked like 5 packs a day or whatever. And they're like, no, like 15-20% of the cases of lung cancer are from people that don't even smoke. Like, how shitty is that? Like, I feel like if there's like one thing that shouldn't happen to you, it's like that. And apparently they don't get enough funding because everyone's like, well, lung cancer, the vast majority of the cases are due to like, there's a stereotype to it, right? But it's unfortunately like 1 in 5 people that get it nowadays so that's probably from a whole thing of like what's going on in our air quality and our ecosystem and our environments and everything else that we got to be careful of too, right?
Work in and hopefully pays off, but it can catch.
But yeah, I mean, Sinatra lived he had like what 3 fingers of whiskey every night and smoked a pack a day, and he lived to be like.
I honestly think stress is the biggest killer. Like, and
for sure.
You hear about these guys that smoke a pack and like drink, and then you listen to them speak about it, and they're just carefree and like. I honestly think that
they're having fun. They're having fun too. Like he had his Rat Pack. He was running around like every Hollywood starlet around was like
laying puss.
Yeah, I mean,
Chris,
he was having fun.
We've only got you for a couple more minutes here.
Yeah.
We have 2 very important questions, 2 quick hitters to end the show. You've been really gracious with your time and a lot of great information. And this is going to maybe throw you off track a little bit, but
no worries.
Welcome to Simple Mind Sports Show. So this is a debate that we've been having now for past several weeks. It's
if you could help settle it.
It's
okay. I'll do my best.
We'll throw it over to Dr. Big Mac.
When you're making a sandwich at home, okay, ham and cheese, a little mayonnaise, maybe mustard, whatever you want, lettuce, tomatoes. Sandwich is complete. Do you cut it in half or do you eat it whole?
Oh, this is a great question. Sometimes I'll eat it whole, probably most of the time, but I feel like I want to be good to myself and kind of throw it back to like the way my mom did it. I would do like the triangle cut. So
you want to feel like a kid?
Yeah, because I want to like feel like I want to feel like like.
It's been great having you, Chris. Thanks for joining the show.
Great answer. Great answer here.
But truthfully, 90% of the time I just take it and I like Homer Simpson the sandwich.
Goddamn right you do, because you're a fucking man. You're a goddamn man, Chris.
You're a successful human with a lot of things to do. Raise a plumber with a desk. Okay. I rest my case. The debate goes on. I refuse to accept
the next guest settle that one.
Yeah, we'll have to wait till then. All right, final question. We're gonna bring it back home to the fitness world.
Well, let's bring it back to fitness. This question's specifically for my wife. What is the best exercise for women over 35 to grow the butt?
Hip thrust, undoubtedly. Yeah.
That seems
there's a great he's actually a PhD in he's called the glute guy, Brett Contreras. You can look him up online on Instagram. And he's like got his PhD. He actually did his dissertation on glute growth, and he's known as like the butt guy.
How do we not know this guy?
Yeah, I followed him for years. But he's phenomenal coach out there but basically hip thrust is where you would take that barbell you have behind me, right? Over there, you picture like you're on a weight bench and you have your shoulder blades like basically right at the corner of the weight bench, and doesn't take a genius to figure out thrust your hips, right? And that allows for the most maximal load of glute engagement. And by the way, like I do love like heavy lifting. I love like doing hip thrusts. I think they're great. They help out your back and everything for guys that are lumbar spine issues. It's not just the stronger your butt is, and I think guys need to know this too for themselves, right? It gives your ladies something to hold on to. But also it allows for a better spine, like alignment within your whole backside as well. So picture like, Boston, New York, a skyscraper is being built and you have to dig down 40 stories to build a 100-story skyscraper, right? So that 100 stories down is kind of like your glutes, your spine would be like the tall skyscraper. They don't start building a skyscraper at like ground level, like just like, oh, let's build up 100 stories, right? They have to dig down first and build that foundation. And that's where your glutes are at. So from a strength and conditioning standpoint, like I think like hip thrusts are just purely phenomenal, especially for glute growth.
That was as professional of answer we could ask for. Bobby waited 45 minutes to ask that question, and you answered it perfectly. We appreciate
And
it.
it could be, hey, Bobby, it could be a foreplay exercise for you too, as well.
Bingo.
I'll try it.
Bobby weighs about 145 pounds. That's all you need.
There you go.
Chris, thanks so much, man. This has been a lot of fun talking. We could
Dude,
go
you
all
guys,
night.
you guys rock, man. I love it. I mean, the fact that like it's a sports show, it speaks to my heart. And the fact that you guys are cool dudes speaks to my heart. And if you ever, want to have me on in college football season, we can talk some more stuff along those lines. And
Absolutely.
I'd love to be a guest again at some point in the future with you guys. You guys are great.
Yeah,
Man.
we've got
Absolutely,
a lot
man.
of unanswered questions and some work to do. So we'll definitely have you back. Appreciate it, Chris. Chris Fitness. Where do we find
ChrisRyanFitness.com.
ChrisRyanFitness.com. You got 7-day free trial for the app that he was talking about. I think me and Ingrid are going to try it actually. So
Okay, perfect, man. I would love that.
Yeah.
See you guys out there on there. And look, it's a lot of fun. It's about like just curbing those excuses. Just be consistent in your life, right? Like, look, back to Boston sports. There's a way to end it. I think like Tom Brady was like the best quarterback, right? The GOAT, all that stuff, right? But I actually think there's even a better title for him is that he was the best longevity athlete ever. And I think that people need to start thinking of him in those terms. To play at his level that he did for that long.
You just have to ruin your marriage and move to Tampa.
Yeah. Like, look.
Don't let your wife do jiu-jitsu.
But like I'm not talking to the personal side. He seems like
my bad.
I don't think anyone's like playing the world's smallest violin for Tom Brady at this point in his life.
No.
But I do think from like a pure sports perspective of like, okay, look at this like body of work from like whatever the hell it was, like 2002 or whatever, way long ago, until 2023 or 4 or whatever, right? Like it was phenomenal. Like just like there's no one that was at that level for that long. Like the amount of careers that he had. And I think that like, people need to start not only talking about as the best GOAT or whatever, like him and Jordan, but like just the fact that like the pure longevity of the science side that I would nerd out on and being like, oh yeah. Like his training, his business plan of make himself the best ever worked out. And I love to see that execution. And if there's a way to dribble that down into the, everyday person's life of, okay, if I was a little bit more consistent and like a little less beer, a little more weights, maybe a little bit more brisk walking or whatever. I don't necessarily need to be like Super Bowl champion, and Fox News broadcaster and whatever else that Tom Brady does in this day and age. But like, I could be the best me possible, longevity possible. Right. And I think that there's a lot to be said for that. So that's my little like soapbox of like, getting everyone healthy, tie it back to Boston sports. You guys rock. Thank you for having me on.
It's a beautiful segue because if you're with us live, when Chris jumps off, we're going to come right back and talk about the Patriots signing A.J. Brown. So we appreciate the segue, Chris. We'll definitely see you maybe around football season.
Sounds great, guys. Thank you for having me.
Take care, man.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
And there you go with us live. If you stuck around for that, that was a good conversation there with Chris Ryan and
Bobby's wife's gonna have a tight butt now.
Yep,
we're looking for growth.
Oh, growth. Sorry, growth.
Congratulations,
big butt.
to Bobby, who came out on top.
Yep,
came out on top over all of us this evening. He gave us way too much information. I had a lot of good ribs. I really wanted to rib him for being a nerd in the fitness thing, but
no, he was good.
I couldn't get it in.
That's what she said.
Good for him.
He found a way.
She trying to get in. Oh, the pegging again. That's coming back full.
Yep, full circle.
There, Raymond. All right. Welcome back to the Simple Minds Sports Show here. A.J. Brown is officially a Patriot. We knew it all along. He is in New England. Quote, he said, if it's not heaven, it's close or something like that. Feels like heaven. He was laying it on thick today. The reporters down there in Foxborough.
He's going to be on his best behavior.
I have two very strong opinions about this A.J. Brown situation, but let me lay out some of the facts for you here. Most of you have heard it already, but if you haven't, Patriots traded a 2028 first-round pick and a 2027 fifth-round pick to the Eagles for A.J. Brown. Simple question. So 3 questions. I'll go to you first, Bobby. Answer them in any order you want. Was it an overpayment? Are you okay with it? And does this deal signify any type of change down there in Foxborough?
It was an overpayment. I am okay with it. It was necessary, and it does show a new heightened sense of urgency that wasn't there before. So why they needed to overpay was because now they're transitioning off a very successful Super Bowl season where they needed to upgrade the roster in order to, one, propel the continued trajectory of Drake May with someone on the offense and also remain competitive. Other teams are going to get better. They can't just do nothing and not add to the roster in order to sustain a level of growth. A 2028 future first round pick isn't going to do that. The guy could end up being N'Keal Harry. They did need to do it in order to keep the team fresh, keep the roster moving forward.
Ray, same question.
Was it an overpay? Yes, because it's a first round pick. The Patriots never used to do that. They always try to bargain with the teams and hopefully get like a second round or talk them down off of that. Are you okay with it? Absolutely. Fucking, you need a number 1 wide receiver on this team. As Steph Diggs isn't coming back, you need that guy on the left side of the field to be able to be the playmaker. And does this deal signify changing of the guard of Foxborough? Yes, because the Patriots never used to do this. They never used to give up first round picks for a star wide receiver. I think this is the first time they've ever overpaid for a star wide receiver.
I give you Antonio
Mohamed
Brown,
Sanu.
Mohamed Sanu being the examples of
Yep.
that being incorrect, Raymond. Superfan Patrick agrees with me.
Thank you. Where is
Top
Superfan
right.
Patrick been?
The trade was less than what was expected months ago. Listen, can I give this to you? The amount of, and I get it, it's OTAs. So this is why we're talking about this and not real football. He has caught 2 passes from Drake May. Hopefully,
And they're great.
They're
great.
They're great.
One-handers,
They're
sick.
great. I'm going to make this very simple for you. It answers all these questions. Look at the Patriots wide receiver room with AJ Brown and without it. That tells you everything you need to know about this trade. Everything you need to know. Okay.
They had to do
It tells you everything about you need to know about this franchise not being able to draft wide receivers, not being able to sign wide receivers. And this is a Mike Vrabel move who had the personal connection with AJ Brown and the stars aligned and they went there and got him. I will give you this argument. Everybody is saying this is an overpayment. And the only reason is because it's a first round pick attached to it. But that first round pick is going to be, if all works out, which it should, in 2028, you're going to be paying Drake May $60 million a year. That pick better be 24 or later. If they or worse, right? It should be late 20s.
I was going to say like 28, 29, 30. That range,
Every first round pick from now should be in the 20s.
So when you say overpayment, if the Patriots, and let me say this also, I've been saying this since this rumor came out. This deal was done before free agency started. This deal, the Patriots made this deal before Jalen Waddle went to the Broncos. Jalen Waddle went for a first-round pick, a third-round pick, and something else. Would you rather have Jalen Waddle or AJ Brown?
AJ Brown.
That is the correct answer for a number of reasons. The Patriots and the Eagles made this deal months ago. The NFL wanted to get them in trouble for doing the deal months ago. That's why you've seen so much reporting coming out and saying that, it might be off the table. They haven't talked in months. This deal was never done until, that's why it was so late in the day on June 1st, just so they could cover their ass. That's why it was a first round.
What time was it at? Like 5:30?
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
It was like 5 or 5:30. Yeah.
If the Patriots in that negotiation said, we're not doing a first round pick, we're only comfortable with a second round pick, that's 30 more spots back. And it opens the door for every other team in the NFL to offer their second round pick, which will be better. With 2/3 of it will be better than what the Patriots have to offer. So by an overpayment, you're talking not rounds, you're talking picks. Maybe 11, maybe 12 picks overpayment, but that's it. So the amount of overpayment talk I've heard as a response to this trade it's just something that's got up my ass. It's like, yeah, on paper because it says first, second, but actually look at the number of picks. It's a 12 pick overpayment, maybe a 14 pick overpayment. That's it. So that's just been driving me a little bit goddamn nuts. Sorry. He's their best. I'll sum it up the way I started it. Look at their room without AJ Brown. Look at their room with AJ Brown. That's all you need to know. It's
dominant with him, not dominant without him. You know,
maybe dominant, maybe not. Like, we don't even know what the player's going to. Oh, here's my other thing. He's in decline. Yeah, maybe, I guess. Can I give you statistics?
Sure.
Last year, his shitty year last year with the Philadelphia 76ers.
70 the Eagles.
He probably would have helped the 76ers not get swept by the Knicks. For the Eagles, missing 2 games, he had 78 catches, 1,000 yards, and 7 touchdowns.
God damn.
The year before, 67 catches, 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. 2023, 106 catches, 1,400 yards, 7 touchdowns. The year before, 88 catches. The year before, 63. He's going to
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question before you go any further? Jalen Hurts and Ryan Tannehill were those guys throwing him the ball. Is Drake May better than both those quarterbacks?
Yes.
He is.
Thank you. Yeah,
And I think Josh McDaniels is a better offensive
coordinator than any of those guys that he had.
Vrabel's a better head coach than Sirianni.
Is Romeo Dobbs a better second wide receiver that has no? Probably Devontae Smith is better.
Oh, I was gonna say
Smith is
Devontae
probably
Smith is better. Yeah.
Either way, you understand. I think we all understand the sentiment. There's just been. I get. It's Boston media, and this should be a good. Maybe it's because it's been waiting for so long. It wasn't a surprise that we're not that excited about it. This is a very, very good thing for the New England Patriots that AJ Brown is on the team. And yes, he's 29. Yes, his knee has been a problem for a number of years, but he's managed it. And yes, he's slowing down as a 29-year-old, Bobby. But I will take AJ Brown in. We can bring up a wide receiver list, Ray, if we want to do it. I bet he lands top 10, top 12 guys in the league.
He's 8 through 12.
He's the best option they had.
I'll go with Bobby. Bobby said 8 through 12. He's probably there.
Depending on your taste.
And you're not getting 1 through 5. So
no.
He's the best option. It's a great deal for them, and it's even better than you think. And it's because of the money, and I'll tell you why. And this is where I'll push back a little bit on. It's not that big of a difference maker from a Patriots organization standpoint. It's a good amount of money this year. It's $29 million so far. We'll see if they restructure that before September 1st, where $19 million of it is due. Next year is not. Next year is very, very, very manageable to the point where they could even get out of the deal if they want to. And I have some more numbers to give you if you want to. I just want to piggyback on the positivity here for the Patriots in their offseason and why in a spring of disappointment in Boston sports between the Red Sox, Celtics early exit, and the Bruins falling on their face, we have some things to look up for in Mike Vrabel adultery with the NFL number 1 insider. Forgot about that. And they want you to too. This is why AJ Brown's in New England. Can I just go over the moves that they made to bolster this offense?
Absolutely.
Sign Romeo Dobbs. Sign left guard Vera Tucker. You sign the top. Give something named Gilliam, fullback from the Bills.
Who we thought was going to be a run first team.
Reggie Gilliam.
I don't think they're going to be a run first team anymore.
Well, you might be as balanced as you can get. This is going to be a good offense. You draft another tackle in the first round in Caleb Lomu. You draft a tight end in the second round in Eli Raridan. You trade for AJ Brown, and we've discussed. You've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 moves at really key positions to bolster an offense around Drake May. And last year you made 6 or 7 really strong moves, headlined by Milton Williams, to bolster your defense. Coming from an era of Bill Belichick dicking off for 4 years, and then Gerard Mayo having no idea what he's doing, to have 2 years in a row with bona fide plans that were executed. I don't know. Call me crazy. Breath of fresh air. And wouldn't you know it? They made the goddamn Super Bowl on the heels of the first year. I don't know. I've got all arrows pointing up in this one. I've got no complaints right now for the New England Patriots.
What about Will Campbell?
Superfan Patrick, what's your optimism or lack thereof of Will Hamburglar Campbell? Here's another thing that's driving up my ass. The dismay for Will Campbell. He's an undersized tackle, had a decent year last year as a rookie, which is hard to do as a left tackle in the NFL. Name of the last rookie that's had a good year as a left tackle. They don't even make them anymore in college football because college football's ruined.
Eric Fisher.
Shut up, Ray.
Shut the fuck up, Ray. I think Will Campbell was injured in the playoffs, and they were outmatched, and so was Drake May. And we saw that they were just outmatched. They didn't belong
That's why
there.
they're gonna fucking crush the Seahawks week 1.
I think they're going to give Will Campbell all the opportunity in the world to be good at left tackle, and I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be fine.
I'm taking the 11-6 back. I'm going 17-0.
Okay. That's too much. Too much. All right, here's a little downside for you, Bobby. Where does this leave Christian Gonzalez in his contract situation?
Nowhere. Just like you said, they really don't have to pay AJ Brown that much money. They're not committed to him. It's basically 2 years, $50 million. They can still pay Christian Gonzalez. They can pay Drake May. It's just up to them if they want to or not. Right now, I will say if you actually look at what the Patriots are trying to do, they are trying to spend their money. They begged Ronnie Stanley. They begged Chris Godwin. They paid Milton Williams. They have shown an appetite to pay good players good money.
Can I give you some more positivity here? The management of money on this team, you would think, based on everything Bobby just said, that they'd be through the roof in spending. I'll give you the number that doesn't matter. They're 5th in the most cap space available at this point with $43 million. Here's the number that does matter. They've spent $308 million in cash this year. It's 25th in the NFL. The Cowboys are first at $375. You're $63 million away from the number one cash spending team in the NFL. And if you're to listen to any of the experts, I listen to Greg Bedard, who will tell you that the Patriots' budget is to average the league cap 3 years over 3-year periods. Right now, he says there's something like 28 million over or something like that. The league cap is 301 million. They're spending 308 million right now. The expectation is it's supposed to go up to 325 next year, 355 the year after that. I think they're budgeting in Christian Gonzalez, and I think they're budgeting in Drake May. But here's what I'll give you, Ray. I don't think they're willing to go top of the market for Christian Gonzalez, and I'm with them. Top of the market for cornerbacks is Trent McDuffie, who just got a new contract with the Rams for 31 million AAV. After him is Sauce Gardner at 30 million AAV. Then Derek Stingley at 30 million AAV. I don't think they're willing to go there. And
I think they'll be like in the 20s. I think the high 20s would be perfect for him.
Whether or not they're willing to, it's tough because he is better than 2 of those guys on that list.
Simple question. 2 first-round pay Christian Gonzalez $31.5 million or get 2 first-round picks for him like the Sauce Gardner deal.
Get 2 first-round picks.
If the Sauce Gardner's deal there, yeah.
All day. And I think that the Patriots are in the same boat. I think they're thinking the same thing. I don't think he fits the defense well enough. I think he's got question marks from a competitive standpoint.
It's a zone defense that Vrabel plays, and he is a man coverage type of corner. He does not fit the whole defensive scheme. If he wants that kind of money, I wouldn't pay him. I'd rather have the 2 first-round picks.
I'm with you. I've been down on this player as a player for long. He doesn't suck. He's a
great player, but he just doesn't fit the scheme.
Player. I don't think he's the best cornerback in the league. I don't. So that'll be interesting. He's slated to make $4.8 million this year. Ray, I will be the bigger man in this. Last week you came on and said he skipped OTAs because of the contract. I'm on your page now. Because I didn't have the 4.8 million in front of me last week.
I'm just going to write that. I'm going to timestamp this real quick.
4.8 million is an absurdly low number for a player of his caliber. I think the Players Association is probably in his ear saying you can't play for this. You cannot play for this. So you might
be able to go to Drake May's softball charity event. And just
you might have yourself whatever the legal amount of time that they can sit in for. A hold in 4 weeks, is it 6 weeks, whatever. We may be staring down the barrel of that with Christian Gonzalez.
I think he could go all the way to like week 1.
Oh, I thought it was into the season.
I think it's like week 4, 6. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's into the season. Maybe even 8. We can look then up as
because you have to play like half the season. So yeah, it'd probably be week 8 or 7.
Yeah, you get service time. So there you go. So sum it up on a nice little bow. AJ Brown is a Patriot. Good news. Shut up. go ahead and hit the subscribe button while you're shutting up, and the like, and tell your friends and tell your mothers. If you're with us live, we're staying around late tonight because of our conversation. Ray's going to be real sleepy at his desk tomorrow as a
Might
plumber.
call in. I don't know. Might call in.
Fuck 'em. Yeah,
Really
fuck 'em.
works
You're
as
the
it
only
is.
fucking
I don't
plumber. What are they
fucking
gonna do?
fucking
What are
one
we gonna do with the
Who's gonna fucking do it? No one, baby.
I'm gonna turn off the fucking water and I'm going home. Fuck you.
We'll be right back. Ten questions from a guy named Rob. And before you go, Bobby, I'm in the mood of interrupting people tonight. If you haven't noticed, if you're not with us live, you're watching this on YouTube. We interviewed Chris Ryan, who's a fitness expert. And let me tell you something. The more I think about it, like I liked talking to him. He's very energetic, very charismatic man. I didn't like a lot what he had to say. The whole less beers thing. I don't know, man. I don't know if I like the cut of that jib.
Why would I work out if it isn't just canceling out the beer?
That is the only. I don't see. Longevity? I don't know.
As long as I can see my dick, I'm fine.
That was a good goal, Ray. Good for you.
Thanks.
I know.
Thank you. Thank you.
That is a good goal. It's unattainable for you, being of its general size, but
I have not known anybody else with X-ray vision other than Superman either. So
yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
It is difficult to see a vagina because they go in. Thoughts on the Myles Garrett trade?
Fucking LA Rams don't like first round picks, apparently. They just like to trade those away.
The Rams think first round picks are for queers.
and they are. They're one of the best teams in the past 10 years.
It's Pride Month, Bobby. Pride Month.
Oh yeah, we've got. Stick around if you're here with us live. We've got a good Happy Pride Month video for you. Simplest.
Goddamn right we do.
It's very good.
It is good.
It was the least surprising, most exciting news I've seen in a long time. It's like Myles Garrett traded. No shit to the Rams. Duh.
Yep.
Duh. What was
He's
the total?
literally
Sorry, Bobby. What was it? It was their
verse a first, a second, and a third.
and their very good defensive player.
Yeah, Jared Verse a first, second, and third.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said first. First, a second, and third. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
For the greatest defensive player of our generation, though.
Myles Garrett has literally never passed rush with his team ahead, meaning the other team has to throw to catch up because the Browns suck. So like he's never been in like fourth quarter, like ongoing fourth quarter situations where the other team is actively trying to pass to win the game.
That's an insane stat.
It's true. I have the question here later. I think he could break his record from last year. I think he could shatter it because he'll have way more opportunity.
That'd be unbelievable. He's so good.
He's great.
When they were talking about, I would rather have Myles Garrett than AJ Brown in a heartbeat. I'd give up that package for Myles Garrett. I would do that now. You know what? Speaking of that, the Rams were the other team that was potentially interested in AJ Brown. Do you know what they're going to do? You know what they were going to do to get rid of AJ Brown? They're going to have to flip Devontae Adams, which tells you all you need to know that a first-round pick is not an overpayment for AJ Brown. Devontae Adams or AJ Brown?
Not even close.
I'll take AJ Brown, but you're giving up Devontae Adams' talent so you can bring him. You understand what I'm saying? That the first-round pick was not an overpayment. AJ Brown of the Patriots, good. Shut up. Next.
Boom. More pressure on the Knicks or the Spurs to win the finals?
Spurs.
No.
Knicks.
I think the Knicks are the underdog, and they're playing the underdog story. I think the Spurs are the heavy favorites. They got Wemby, who you said, Rush, last week, is the new face of the NBA. I think the Spurs have everything that they have. They have to win.
The Knicks have the weight of the entire city of New York on their shoulders, who never will get there, who might never get there again. The Spurs are they're gonna be there 5 out of the next 7.
50 years. 50 years. The Mecca has not seen a championship. Victor Wembanyama's 19 or 20.
20, yeah. He'll be
Also,
in the 5 of the next 7.
Antonio is San Antonio. This is
They don't
New
care.
York City. The city hasn't had a championship in 20 years. No, it's the Knicks, man.
Yeah.
Underdog or not, it's the Knicks.
Spurs.
Thank you for making that question work for us, Raymond. Will OBJ be on the opening day roster for the Giants?
I didn't even know he got signed by the Giants when you fucking did this. I had to Google it. Like, I didn't even know he was still in the league. He ain't making no fucking opening day roster. No fucking way.
The Giants also signed Juju Smith-Schuster. Things are going really well for them.
Yep. John Harbaugh, or is John? Yeah, John Harbaugh is very happy he signed with the New York
I don't know.
Giants.
Jackson Dart will bring them all together.
Well, he's a Maggie guy, like you.
That's called a leader, right? That's
Yeah,
called
leader.
America.
America, baby. Burke.
Does Stephen Curry signing with the Chinese Li Ning brand feel gross?
Where did you learn all of this?
I don't know where he got the.
He signed a 10-year, $400 million deal with a Chinese shoe brand.
Those kids are going to be working overtime over there, huh?
The short answer to this.
This shoe company is not allowed to sell in the U.S. since 2022, based off of their human rights violations.
It's not a Steph Curry deal. This is a bigger conspiracy theory. You can take you want to go MAGA, you want to go QAnon, whatever else. This is a LeBron, Chinese government. Stop saying that. Remember in the bubble when there was this backlash about saying bad things against China, and LeBron had to come out and say, "No,
we like China."
And same with Hollywood. Hollywood was trying to boycott China for a long time because they started, or for a minute, because they were making a couple movies that said bad things about China. Yuck, Curry. Yuck, Steph Curry.
Bad for his brand.
Traditionally, you'd say go get your money, but he's already made $1 billion. Almost literally, he's almost made $1 billion. Fuck these athletes. It's too much money. And it's not even them, to my point. It's like politics now. You've got bigger influencers pulling the strings, and it's just going to, not only is it gross from like a humanitarian standpoint, but it's ruining the sport. It's ruining our sports. Fuck that. I didn't know that. Now I'm angry. Damn it.
God damn it. Now he's going to hot snakes all night. Nice job, Vine.
God, Steph was the good guy, too.
He was. He is. He was.
He was.
Fuck Steph Curry. You're out, dude.
Fuck him. Who you got in the Stanley Cup? The Knights or the Canes?
Knights. Give me the Knights.
Hi, Bobby.
Give me the Knights.
Gotta go Knights.
Yeah. Definitely the Knights.
That's
it. They've been there 9 years. They've been in existence for 9 years. This is their third Stanley Cup or something.
The team of the decade. The expansion team in Las Vegas is the team of the decade. That's gross hockey. Fix your shit.
Yeah.
That is gross.
Yep.
Also, Canada. Step up, man.
Man. That's your fucking sport.
In the Stanley Cup in like 20-some, or no, Edmonton was there. They haven't won it in however long.
Since 92 when Patrick Waugh.
Nice pull.
Nice pull there, Raymond. Is Jordan here yet?
Nope. And they still suck.
Yeah, they do.
Did you see this? I know there's no Red Sox on the table, and there won't be for a very long time. I just saw the headline. I don't even know if it's true. Theo Epstein came out and said he was disappointed in how analytical Craig Breslau's baseball operation has become for the Boston Red Sox. Maybe our great white hope is back, Theo Epstein.
Hopefully he comes back. I mean, spend that money.
He's already back. He's a executive for Fenway Sports Group.
Well, I want him
comes
to be
back, wins another World Series.
Just shits in the middle of Fenway center field.
They'd build a statue out of him.
They will build a statue. If Theo comes back and wins another World Series, he will
fucking for sure.
He'll get a fucking seat, whatever
he wants, he would get.
Yep.
I asked this question earlier. Will Garrett break his sack record from last year?
Nope, he's gonna get hurt and tear his Achilles.
Ooh, that's bad karma, Raymond.
Yep. You're definitely gonna get fatter.
I'm just reading it from what Patrick Mooney said on the comments.
You will call him Superfan Patrick.
Superfan Patrick. Sorry.
Very good. Will Joe Burrow make it through the whole season?
Yep. They'll play the Patriots in the AFC Championship game.
I know. He is gonna he's gonna turn an ankle walking down the catwalk.
Is this his next season in transitioning? Maybe an NFL season.
Oh yeah, I forgot that he's a lesbian. Yeah.
Happy Pride.
How pissed is Jared Verse right now?
So
he's ready to retire.
Him and Shador they're about to burn that city down, not in a good way.
They're like, can we go back to college? Can we get an NIL deal? Like, can we go? Please?
You were in this great situation in LA on one of the best teams, and you got traded to the Browns. Like that.
Fuck that.
That's awful. He's trying to get that Ling Ning money.
Yeah, he is. Russell Wilson said he's retiring. Is he a Hall of Famer?
No.
No, he's not. He is not. He is a bum.
might
He
make
had
it.
like 3 good seasons.
The way they're inducting,
The way they
Hall-
put people in there, he probably will make it, but
He's
he
not
sure
even
doesn't deserve
close.
it.
Not even
deserve it.
close.
I don't think so either. I haven't looked at his stats, but
Fuck stats.
if Eli's getting in there in his 2 Super Bowls, Russell's got 1. They might make it close. He might get some votes. It doesn't matter because all Hall of Fames have lost credibility a long time ago, and this is not a toot for our guy Belichick, but the fact that Belichick didn't get in, like you're done. Like your
It's
credibility as a Hall of Fame committee
Done.
voting, you're out. You fucking
Loses.
loses. Dumb
Fucking
losers.
Bunch of losers.
Okay, like I said, we're going late here. Anyone sticking around? Superfan Patrick, stick around. We've got a fun this or that. We're going to zip through this. Keep Ray up real late. And if you're with us live, if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit the subscribe right now. We'll give you that second in the like. Thank you very much. Go ahead, share it. Tell your friends, tell your mothers. If you're with us live, stick around. We'll be right back.
And if you're my boss, I'm calling in sick tomorrow.
You're the one with the leverage, Langevin. You don't have to call in.
Oh yeah,
They need
Need
you.
me. they need
They'll
me.
call
They
you.
Need me. They need me.
Exactly.
Thank you. Sorry, I forgot.
Damn it.
Just get a couple extra hours, roll in there, like
Whenever I want now. Yeah.
25 minutes left in the shift. And
Just
what
go.
I
Make
missed.
sure the water's on.
Mhm.
Oh, the water's on. Great. See you later.
See you guys. Just like that. That's all you got to do. And then immediately demand a raise. All right.
As I should.
As you should. When getting dressed, do you put your socks on first or your pants and then your socks?
It's always socks first, then pants.
That's the obvious answer is you put your socks on and then go into your pants.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go ahead, Richard.
I just then you have the efficiency. Do you sit down to put your socks on?
Goddamn right, because I'm an
And then you
American.
stand up, put your pants on?
No, because I still sit down and then I put them on over my knees and then I stand up and put them on.
You
The
sit.
laziest fucking way to get dressed. You fat fuck. Oh my god.
That's what I was looking for. Okay, very good.
How do you do it, Vine?
I stand, I put the sock on, and then maybe I lean against the bed a little bit.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm not sitting. I'm leaning against the bed. I'm not sitting.
You said
Oh,
you're
okay.
sitting.
Now you're
You
leaning
said
against the
you're
bed.
sitting.
Okay.
It's not a full sit. Like I'm sitting right now. Like when I'm doing it, I'm like leaning like this.
Sit
And
on like my
putting it on.
Hey,
4-year-old. He
Grampy.
lays on the floor and scoots it up over his ass.
God, you're so mean to me.
Kelly's got the pry bar trying to get his pants on his fat ass.
Joke's on you. I wear shorts every day, bitch.
That's true.
That's
That
true.
is true fatty behavior.
Very good.
Thank you.
Well, good to know. Be cryogenically frozen or old school Egyptian mummified in a pyramid.
Frozen.
Put me
So
in a fucking pyramid, baby. Are you kidding me?
Can you believe how?
Why would you want to be in a pyramid? So when like someone tries to fucking find your tomb, everything like
Because
comes
those
down on them.
bodies are still fucking there, Ray. The cryogenically frozen ones, we don't know. What if somebody turns the fucking power off? These companies are going out of business now. You think they're gonna keep your body on ice? Those
I
mummies
was hoping
stayed
so.
in that fucking pyramid for thousands of years. It's the right answer.
Can you imagine how unsufferable Vine would be as a pharaoh? Just
I mean,
Bring the next butt. Bring the next.
no mercy. Absolutely no mercy.
Yep. Where's Langevin? Where is he? Tell him to fuck himself.
Let my people go.
Yeah.
Fuck yourself. Move on.
I'll hire Langevin as my only plumber. Langevin, I clogged the toilet.
I clogged the pyramid toilet.
Get in here.
just a gold shrine right in his fucking bathroom.
Yeah. Oh shit, that's funny.
Fill the garage with stuff or park cars in it.
I'm gonna do a humble brag. On one side, I fill it with stuff like my gym equipment.
Ooh.
The other side, I park my car.
That's what I fucking do, Ray. Yes.
That's because you
Halfsies.
idiots still live in New England and you have to have a garage so you're not scraping ice off your car every
You
day.
have a garage, you fucking bitch.
And I fill it with a boat because suck.
It's actually a dinghy. It's a fucking dinghy.
It's a boat I've
It's-
upgraded.
Fill it with a
Eat me.
boat.
It's a 1961 Arkansas Traveler, and I get a lot of compliments.
Shouldn't you put that in the water by now?
It goes in the water every other weekend, guy.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Because I also live in a lake. You want to talk humble brags? Cool fucking gym equipment, dickhead. I got a boat.
Wow.
Bench press, Chris Ryan.
Thanks.
It's working out. How's your dick look, vagina boy?
I can see it. I can see it. I'm looking down right now. I can see it. It's fully erect.
Man, I am a little bit angry. Sorry. Can we move on?
Have 10,000 people sign a petition saying they endorse you as their spiritual leader, or convert heathens living in a third world country to Jesus.
Oh, there's one answer to this.
Yeah, of course. Go ahead, Rich.
Yeah, I am the spiritual leader that you've all been looking for. Just come closer, thy. I shall tell you of all.
And will you make him drink the Kool-Aid?
Yeah, like your mother. Your mother's been drinking the Kool-Aid for decades.
She has.
Great.
When you get taken,
Hold on, are any of you guys going Jesus?
No.
Of
If I can be your Messiah, I want to be the Messiah.
Yeah, I mean you're
Yeah.
definitely gonna get killed, but you know.
Of course, but it's going to be a
gonna be fun
fucking
while it
fun run. It's going to be a fun run.
that whole question was designed for you to do what you did, and it worked out great.
That's great. Yeah, I mean I will have no need for Chris Ryan and his health bullshit, and just
No, fuck him. He's the
you're a
first to go.
god. Because
Feed
you're
me
a god.
grapes.
You're a god.
This is how I was made.
This next question, I know where Rich is going. And it's going to piss me the fuck off. Go ahead.
I was hoping that this question would piss somebody off. When you get takeout, eat it from the container or put it in your own dishes.
Go ahead, Rich. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now
Tell
I'm
me,
torn between my real answer and what I think is going to piss off Ray.
go ahead. Tell me your answer.
The true answer is it depends on the type of takeout.
No,
But
doesn't.
if you're
Fair, but
if
in
you were to
general,
go a majority, I'm putting it on a dish.
You fucking loser, dude.
on you fucking.
Why would you fucking do that? You just eat it out of the container that it comes in. It's takeout, Richard. It's takeout. You eat it out of the container that it comes in. You gonna fucking do any more dishes?
That is inefficient. You talk about dressing efficient. You need to eat efficient.
You guys need to take a little note from Chris Ryan's book and just be a little more consistent in better habits. Okay, you fucking heathens. When I am your spiritual leader, you will discard of said takeout garments, put it on a dish, eat it like a human. Now, if it's just myself, like if it's just me, and
It doesn't matter who it is. It's takeout. You are fucking being lazy, number one. And number two, it's coming in a container that you can eat it out of.
It's also actually not true. The true answer, like takeout with the family, you can't just, everyone doesn't get their own dish. You're sharing, especially Asian food. Like, no, you have to take it out, put it on a dish. You get lo mein and wontons and everything. Like you don't just pass around the containers. That's fucking gross. You get a couple, everyone gets some plates and you put the shit on it. You pass it around.
All right, I'll let you have that as asterisk. But so, like, if you get your own pasta and Ingrid gets her own pasta and the kids get their
Who
own
the
pasta,
fuck gets pasta for takeout? You get like red sauce pasta?
No,
in a
white sauce.
container?
white sauce, always white sauce.
Ew, gross. That's just that's all we need to know. You get fettuccine alfredo takeout. How cold is that? And then you eat
Never.
the cold, gross fettuccine alfredo
Never.
in a plastic container.
Never cold.
I fucking hate you.
I know. Just well, that question served its purpose as well. I'm on a roll. Survive a year running from the law, or survive a year in the zombie apocalypse. Which do you think you could do better?
Oh, zombie apocalypse. Nobody can outrun the law now. It's like
Yeah, they can
Empire.
find you wherever
I
you are.
actually think that is easier. It'd be easier to do. Well, put it this way: you could survive a year running from the law if you just like went somewhere and didn't leave. Like, you could do that.
If you found
Well,
a
they'll find you.
jungle, but you have to like you have the necessary skills to live off grid, and
Yeah.
but if you're just traveling,
I can't
throughout
do
the
that.
country, they're gonna get you.
They'll find you. They always do.
If you want to Kaczynski it and find a cabin up in British Columbia or something, like maybe you'll get away with it, but no, if you're anywhere on the grid, you're done.
Yep.
They got you.
They do. But
What's
it is funny that the zombie apocalypse is probably easier to survive. No rules. You can do whatever you want. It's just
What kind of zombies are we talking about? We're talking about
the
fast
problem.
zombies.
Yeah,
That's a good question.
What are the zombie rules we could get?
Are they slow zombies? Are they fast zombies? Are
Let's say
they?
there's a few fast ones.
Yeah.
But in general, you can outrun them. But a couple are faster than others.
Nobody's surviving a fast zombie apocalypse.
No, like the World War Z when they were fucking flying up that wall. Like, you
That's
ain't
bullshit.
If zombies can run, we're all fucked.
Yeah. The
But
only
if they
people
just-
living are the island dwellers of the mid Pacifics. That's the only survivors at that point.
What's that Will Smith one with the zombies? I am Sam.
Legend.
I am Legend.
I am Sam. I am.
You stupid bastard.
Isn't
What's
I
the
am
green
Sam
egg,
like
green
the
eggs
one
and
with
ham? It's green eggs and ham.
Is that I am Sam, the
I am
retarded
Sam,
one?
Sam,
is
I
he
am.
the mental challenge?
Do you,
one?
do you like
I
green eggs and
apologize.
ham?
I apologize. I've been drinking. I apologize. I thought I am Sam. I'm sorry.
Sam, I am. Sam, I am. I do not like them. Sam, I am.
No, I am Sam is a movie
I
about
Am
a
Sam
mentally challenged
didn't
person, Bobby.
stand a fucking chance in a zombie apocalypse. Yikes! I think that's Sean Penn. Although Sean Penn,
That is Sean Penn. That was a good movie. I think I've seen that movie. It was a very good movie.
of course you have. It's an autobiography of yourself.
You
This has been. Stick around if you're with us live here. Hit subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Hit like. Sorry. If you're with us live, stick around. We've got one more Simplest Minds of the week. It is Happy Pride Month. We got a nice video for you here. So stick around with us live. We're going late. We'll be right back.
Oh, back to school to prove to Dad that I'm not a fool.
I will say, I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, I do have family members with Down syndrome. It almost got me. I dodged it, but it nicked me. Bit of a day walker myself.
Are you stupid or something? I'm as stupid as stupid does.
Simplest Minds of the week. If you're watching on YouTube, just go check out our This or That segment. Roll to the end, and you can see them. He's down there on the bottom. I am Sam. That one almost killed me, Raymond. Well done.
Got the first two words right.
You did. I'm gonna need an AI mashup of I am Sam and I am Legend whenever you get a chance.
You got it.
You
Hey,
are
I might
called.
not be working here much longer, guys. I might have a job opportunity with Chris Ryan. He liked my video. So.
He did like your AI.
I'm sure he would give you several dollars to do his work for you.
I can do it. I can do
He'll
it.
pay you in peanut butter, buddy. Your dream job.
Ooh, peanut butter, Peter Pan, or Jif?
That would not fall into Chris Ryan's suggested
wouldn't.
diet.
He probably puts it in the refrigerator too. Damn it, that would be a good
I bet
question.
he does.
I gotta ask. We gotta bring him back.
We do. We have so many more questions.
So many.
Again, if you're listening on YouTube, go check out our interview with Chris Ryan, conversation with Chris Ryan, fitness expert. Perfect guy to have on this podcast. We really nailed it. If you're here with us live, this is Simplest Minds of the week. It is Pride Month, and this video, I laughed out loud so many times. I thought it was very.
I thought
funny.
of Bobby the first time I fucking watched it.
That makes sense. All right, go ahead and run. Happy Pride.
Copies, move. I'm gay.
In the workplace, being gay just has its perks.
Fuck off, Janet. I'm not going to your fucking baby shower.
Can I please have a cookie?
Fuck you, man. Do it, hetero.
I can see Bobby doing that in the office.
The Indian thing with the lady with the tongue?
No, both. Well, yeah, both.
Maybe both. Maybe both. I love the fringe offensiveness. If you are offended by this, let's watch it again.
Making copies? Move, I'm gay.
In the workplace, being gay just has its perks.
Fuck off, Janet. I'm not going to your fucking baby shower.
Can I please have a cookie? Fuck you, man.
Do it, hetero.
Can you not see Bobby doing that around the office? Fuck you,
it.
Jan. I'm not going to your baby shower.
Do it hetero. It's going to be my next go-to.
Yeah.
If you use that in real life, go ahead, do it, hetero.
I'm gonna hold it for the show, and you're gonna slay. Oh, all right. It might be downhill from here. But,
No, this next one's pretty fucking good
these
too.
are good. All right, this
Yeah.
one's called "Nice Shot." It's a sound. It needs
What's up?
another replay. Give me another replay.
I enjoy the granddaughter cheering and spelling out Nana,
Yeah.
and then like when she fucking hits the shit, like you just hear the gas. It's just
Nose dives.
She broke the good shot.
yeah. That heirloom is gone. That's out of the will.
That's clearly some sort of like a family tradition to play the ping pong and the table.
No, that was a Christmas gift for sure. And then she's like, "Oh, I'll
Shut
play
the
with you,
fuck up,
Johnny." All right.
All right, this last one's called "The Difference Between Me and You."
The sound at the end is brilliant.
You got the difference.
Go ahead.
The difference between me and you is what he says at the beginning. You can't hear it unless you're listening for it, but it makes the video that much better.
Oh yeah, but the sound at the end is just something that, like, if it happened to Bobby, it would be like something I'd be like, "Yep, this is great."
Yeah. All pain to Bobby is funny.
Yeah.
What advice doing that? You need a little.
Huh?
You need a little more run, don't you? What's the difference between me and you, Doug?
Difference between me and you, Doug.
Scared, man.
Not even close.
That's the difference between me and you, Doug.
Not even fucking remotely close.
Sorry, one more time.
Yeah, absolutely.
What advice doing that? You need a little.
Huh?
You need a little more run, don't you? What's the difference between me and you,
When he
Doug?
crashes, Bobby, listen to the air coming out of his body.
I'm scared, man.
That's the best sound. Like when you hear, like, you can't fucking catch your breath and the air got knocked out of you. It's the fucking best. What's not happening to you?
The original grape lady popped up in my algorithm.
No, really?
Today. And nobody remembers that. Oh, we should just do that next week. I'm sure there's many people who haven't seen it before, but that's like the first of those guttural noises on the internet. Oh boy. All right. That was a fun evening, gentlemen. If you're with us here live, thanks for sticking around. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit subscribe, hit the like button, share with your friends, tell your mothers, and tell them we'll be here every Tuesday live at 8:30. Facebook, YouTube, Twitchy, Snetchy.
We might have another guest next week, so stay tuned for that.
Ooh, guests are always fun.
Wow.
Guests are fun. Ray's gonna have to stack up his sick days and keep him staying late. Or
These
not,
are just-
because you're the only plumber in that place,
I'm
Raymond.
the fucking plumber in that place. I'm fucking the goddamn way.
Walk
Come on
in
now.
there and tell them what's the fuck's up.
No toilets survive here without me.
Exactly.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye-bye.